Well, welcome back in Lies of P. This time, the original vanilla Lies of P. We're gonna do quick chill stream, let's call it like that. So yeah, let's just start the new game. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be going, but yeah, maybe around 2 hours. Something close to it. No any special mods, or challenge. Just the layout outfit, just that. Yes, sure. I can hear you. And I see. Yeah.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
I mean, after playing randomizer, this will be a breeze. Just to watch me. There is not a thing, that I cannot do now after playing randomizer.
Is my Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
I promise you.
Let's get you out of there. Find something that might help.
Yes. I mean, I'm gonna play this with the spear, because spear, it feels like the best weapon.
The street is...
Yeah, the spear is literally the best weapon you can get. Even looking at my stats, you either should go with this or with that, but I will go with that one. Yeah. Anyway. We have all the cool stuff, but we're gonna be using this. This already makes me slide heavy, but who cares? I actually wanna do little bit, let's just make the game slightly more brighter. There we go. Now should be good. Good old Lies of P, with enemies that are not bloated with health and perfectly fine and fair. I've been missing this. Yeah, I've been missing this, I got used to being underpowered for so fucking long. It would be nice, it would be nice for once play the proper game. Fuck the old crazy challenge, Like skipping all enemies just because you cannot combat anyone. Yeah. And I know, from randomizer you cannot expect the fairness, but at the same time, you would at least expect you're gonna be able to defeat the generic enemy on your way. But you can't. You can defeat bosses, and not even all of them. Like, after doing research, I learned there is more than just Arlecchino Phase 2 that is a soft lock, The same thing happen if the game will give you the green monster from the DLC. Or like the green hunter, I should say, because that's his name. Yeah, basically that fight is also instant softlock because it just doesn't end. Because in DLC, the green hunter doesn't just die, it's just escaping, so yeah. Here it's pretty much the same, but you are softlock after it, so yeah. I'm done with randomizer, it's broken, unplayable mess, and yeah. Hopefully in this stream everything gonna go smooth. No softlock, no nothing. I just wanna have some fun. It's been so long since I had a little bit of fun playing the video game. I just want to, experience this here. That's it. Yeah. And also, Let's switch my outfit. No, I can, but only this outfit has a end. I forgot. There we go. Just give me a minute, you know, so I will remind myself control in this game. And after this, everything will be good. Yeah. Don't worry. I got this. I forgot, you know, using this arm also pretty much breaks the enemies completely. It's such a cool effect. It's such a cool effect. Welcome on stream, everyone. But yeah, I should use the left arm of steel more often, I think. It looks hilarious when you see Leia using it like she literally fisting enemy. Yeah, crazy. She's bare knuckle boxing enemies and they just die. I'm pretty sure this is lore accurate. That's exactly how I imagine the Leia builds up her reputation. Yeah, I was just saying, like, I'm glad I'm not playing randomizer. For once I have a chance to have fun. Yes, this is Stargazer, and this is a good game. I'm fed up of not being able to kill anyone because everything is bloated with health. I'm so fed up of it. I know, I pick up on that. It was my choice to play randomizer. But seriously, like the 3 streams in a row and softlock back to back. Twice on one, like I never had this playing mods to another game. Like the 3 video in a row, yeah, multiple softlock encounter. Even the FNAF security bridge didn't have as many softlock as the randomizer had. Basically, at any point, getting the DLC green monster or the Arlecchino from phase 2 instantly breaks the game, because those bosses just doesn't die. So yeah, at any given time, if you encounter Arlecchino second phase in randomizer, your game is pretty much fucked already and you need to turn this shit off. The same with like pretty much anytime you will get to Brotherhood second fight, yeah, that fight is completely broken, because whatever replacing the elder brother just doesn't jump out from the coffin, so that fight is also softlock in randomizer. The same with Champion Victor fight, that fight is also a softlock if you're trying to randomize it, because the cutscene upon defeating whatever will replace the boss will not play. So yeah, I can pretty much count on a finger when this randomizer, like the situation where this randomizer works properly, because mostly it doesn't even work. So yeah, I'm not even going for DLC randomizer run. The base game was broken enough for me to not even bother with it. But granted, even if you would have like the proper balanced scaling and like updated version to work with the Steam, instead down patch your game to version 1.11, I still think it would be barren and boring as fuck, because if you look at how the levels are designed and the enemies are playset, I mean, like, look, it's just empty space and like one enemy, you know, every like the 2 minutes. So yeah, it wouldn't be really entertaining content. And my timing is good as ever, as always. Like, I just forgetting I have this option. Ow. Eat this. There we go. You have a question, then ask. What's my favorite build? I mean, granted, there isn't much to choose, you know. Let's just be honest, the advanced builds are garbage. No point to ever use them, so that leaves us with motivity and technique, pretty much. So it's like 50%, you know. I would say technique for me, because the motivity requires upgrading capacity, because everything is heavy as fuck. But at least with the technique you can go light. And yeah, you can just be light pretty much, because the tech weapons are rather light, like the umbrella, or the rapier, or the trident, or the spear, which I have no idea why they allow you to start the game with, if you can already deal massive damage from very beginning. It's pretty much like the most broken weapon in this entire game, and I saw the TikTok how the guy killed the Arlecchino's second phase just using the spear under 10 seconds. I mean, the guy physically did this rapidly into counter-attack, and he killed Arlecchino when Arlecchino was doing his opening attack. He literally depleted all his health bar. I didn't even know it was possible, but yeah, you can do it with this spear. It's completely crazy, like I don't understand, like from all weapons they could, you know, give you at the beginning of game, they choose to give you the most broken one. Like more broken is only the Monad sword. And that gives you a question. Basically, if you start in the game with the best weapon ever, then what's the point of ever trying any other weapon? If other weapon cannot match this one, then why even bother to switching up?
It's the only way in. So please,
Yeah.
be careful.
I mean, sure, you know, you might say like it will get boring if you just use one weapon, but let's just be honest. Yeah, capacity and the technique. And that's pretty much it. Like motivity you can leave as it is. And once you will crank it up, you know, like once you crank up your technique to 25, you can just leave it for the rest of this game, and yeah, weapon art will carry you all the way to the victory. Or feeble art, whatever. And also, can I mention I'm doing something like that with my bare hands, you know? Try to do it at home. Try to punch the metal gate, you know, like I just did. Yeah, and here we have our first boss. Actual first boss for once. This is like only one boss that I killed on difficulty 3 without finishing the game. Because he's pretty basic, especially in phase 1. In phase 2 less, but in phase 1 he is basic. There we go. Eat shit. If I would have my feeble, this would be even faster, but unfortunately. Yeah. Now don't stay close, because he loves to do some random shit. Yeah. I didn't stagger you, really? There we go. Flawless Paradise Master. As the Leia showed fight. That was a flawless fierce boss. Some people cannot even beat him, which is pretty sad. But even more sad is the fact, you know, the devs believe, you know, the devs of this game, not just this game, but this game is great example, like, the developer of Lies of P think, like, dumbing down the difficulty makes the people who playing smarter.
So you
No!
have to lie to
Fucking... Yeah,
special
clear.
after all.
Clearing this. But yeah, what I said is true, like, the developer of this game and game in general believe the watering down difficulty is just fucking way to make people better. That's fucking bullshit. If you suck, you always will suck until you get punished for sucking. It's just that simple. I'm a human, obviously. And at least in this version I can skip the cutscene. So I don't have to sit through 5 minutes of intro every single time. And that's kind of, you know, reminding me, like, I don't know why I didn't skip the first tutorial cutscene with Paradise Master if I could. So yeah, I guess that's a skill issue. But whatever.
I am you, please.
Yes, you're Sophia and I am Leah. Nice to meet you.
You're here to see Master Geppetto, right? Come this way.
Actually, I don't want that. Nah, I don't want that. I take my other arm. I know, it's probably foolish, but this one is lighter. Besides, anyone who knows how to play this game, he don't need this, you know, the Scorpion wannabe spear. No, you don't need that. You can just play without your Legion arm at all. I mean, it's a great game. You starting to miss it? What exactly? It's not like you lost it, you know, you just stopped playing it. And for sake of what? For sake of what you stop playing it? For sake of Elden Ring? Bro. I feel like, you know, like, I won't judge you, you know, for it because you know my opinion about that game. But really, from all games that you could abandon the Lies of P4, you choose to fucking play Elden Ring.
I hate these guys. But
Like, at this point, I think even Solitary will be better choice than fucking Elden Ring, you know? Less boredom that way. Let's go it like that. Less boredom, buddy. And I need to remember this spear is heavy as fuck. That's sort of my issue with it. Once you will upgrade capacity, so it's not gonna be that heavy, yeah, you are golden, this is the best weapon. But at the beginning it might feel very overwhelming just because how heavy it is. And just because it's that heavy, it makes me wonder why this is even fucking technique weapon. Technique weapon should be fast and light. And this spear is totally opposite.
Fancy boutiques and shops. No place better.
Or it's technically not a spear, it's a glaive, but you get the idea. Like, why the fuck it is even technique weapon if it's heavy as hell and slow as hell too? It has literally fucking property of fucking motivity weapon, yet it is technique weapon. Yes, your goal is to waste time, because that is exactly what anyone who plays Elden Ring does. I only play it because, you know, I'm streaming it, like, or if I'm making GMV from it, you know. But at the end of the day, I'll me playing, going for my YouTube channel. Without YouTube channel, I wouldn't be even touching that game. Yeah, because tech weapons are better, you know, it's not just your opinion. Tech weapons are better in this game. It's just I don't understand why this glaive is a tech weapon if it doesn't feel like it's supposed to be. It's super heavy, it's slow, yeah, and it hits hard. It is literally no difference than something like the Holy Arc. Seriously. It makes absolutely no sense. The more way, the only one way how I see this spear being even more broken is if it would also deal critical damage, like the trident does. If they would implement the chance for this weapon to deal critical damage, then this weapon would be completely broken. I mean, it's already broken, like, I'm gonna show it. Nah, easy. Try me, bro. It's literally the easiest weapon to use to quickly annihilate every single thing. There is no skills involved to it. Okay, maybe a little bit, but the feeble parry has the same parry frame and parry timing as the regular parry. Like, I would say it is even easier to use than the twin sword parry. I can never time, you know, my parry using the twin sword charge attack, even if I know it can interrupt the enemy combo, but I can always time this, cause yeah, the feeble art is literally the same as this, as just regular parry. And now watch me on this. Perfect, no health loss. I mean, I took cheap damage, but I recovered from that because I'm so good at the game. So yeah, if I'm not playing randomizer, you can see I know what I'm doing, I know how to play the game. It's just when the game in randomizer giving me average enemy with like half of the boss fight that I cannot fight, that just two-shotted me, then it's just fucking annoyance. Like on a mod page you can read like, oh, it's just the randomizer, so you cannot really expect fairness from it, but like seriously, I don't remember in Sekiro any enemy one-shotting you, randomized or not. The point of scaling, you know, when you're making randomizer, the point of scaling is to make the enemies that's supposed to be powerful to be on your level. When the average fucking dog is unbeatable because he has 10k health and two-shots you, you know? And when he is in company of like the 3 other enemies that in main game die in single hit, yet each one has a health of the boss, then how does it even balance it? No matter what combination of enemies you will get, you won't be able to fight with anyone because everyone will be bloated with health and one shot. Or two shots, you get the idea. So yeah, you can only finish randomizer by just keeping all enemies on the way. And for that you have to pray you will get combination of enemy which allows it. So yeah, even if I know I technically could play it again, I won't. Because I don't wanna play the game to skip the content. Yeah. I don't wanna just play the game to skip the content. I'm perfectly fine with fighting with enemies. I said it as I'm getting demolished by them, but... Close your eye, pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, I'm fucking dead. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. False alarm. Sure, I might look like I'm getting harassed, you know, but that's okay. I'm getting harassed IRL too. You get back to Sekiro. Why not to this game? Like, you know how there is like so many things you could have done. Like, why you not go for like the challenge where you have to break all boss's weapon, you know? Like, let's say you cannot kill the boss unless you will break his weapon. And there is no exception of that. Of course, certain bosses have no weapon, but bosses that does have weapon, yeah. Yeah, Sekiro is incredible game, I do agree. But considering all other games that From Software did, and none of them being nowhere near as good as Sekiro, I would say it feels more like a glitch in a system, you know? It doesn't feel like it was made by From Software. Because, I mean, look at the Dark Souls series. They did like over 10 games, you know, throughout those years, and none of them are good. The Sekiro is only one good game that they ever did. And after making it what they did, they fucking returned to formula from the fucking decade. With the Elden Ring and the fucking Elden Ring Fortnite edition, also called the Night Train. Do you know the Night Train DLC have like the worst rating, you know, from all Souls-like available on Steam? Literally, this is like the worst rated DLC ever, by far. Actually, I can do this. Or I could. Alright then. I take it back. Be so kind and die. There we go. Maybe if I would be born like the 10 years later, or like the 15 years later. It's not that good, it's fucking horrible. It's terrible. Not that good are games that are good, but there are a lot of flaws when you're trying to see what's good, you know. But Elden Ring have nothing good. Literally, if that would be the first game they did, I would say like, yes, it's great, you know. It's nice open world attempt, you know. It has some it's rough around the edges here and there, but it's not that bad. But this is like the 7th game that uses the same fucking formula of being dodge sim. It's getting fucking old. Literally, it's getting old. That shit was good like the 2 decades ago. Okay, not 2 decades ago, like the 1 decade ago. Because Dark Souls 1 came out in 2011 or 2010. You get the idea, that shit was good like a decade ago. It's fucking boring as fuck now. Everyone wanna fucking, you know, play something else. We had enough fucking Souls like fucking rip-off and sim. Across all those years, we don't want another AAA fucking, you know, cosplaying one. So yeah, if the people would be... This is the fucking thing that I said before. If the... Oh yeah, I can't speak because of Jamie, have something to yap.
Is that a butterfly? Why is the ergo reacting like that? If you want to check it out, I can take point.
I wanted to say like, if not the fact American have such a shit taste when it comes to video game,
She said the baby was
it would be perfectly fine.
safe.
If you like look what happened when they posted Wu-Chang, you know, people in China went rampage. They hated censorship, they hated fucking nerf added to the game, to the point where devs received such a backlash they closed their studios. And if fucking American would be as vocal as the Chinese people are, then world would be better place. The Miyazaki would run out of business after he tried to resell the Dark Souls 1, calling it remaster. But no, Americans has to be so stupid with a shit taste of fucking video games to the point they can eat any kinds of shit with smile. If you are American, I'm sorry, that's just generic picture. People in China have a high standard and Americans are just fucking dog shit. You should grab that and play this, you know, trust me, it's hell of the fun. I would rate it as higher as the fucking Elden Ring, because at least in Wu-Chang, as cheap as game sometimes is and as easy as the game is, at least they treat bosses as the actual bosses. They didn't fucking now make the regular enemies cosplaying as a fucking bosses, you know, in a small, same looking dungeon. No, the bosses are actually one fight, you know, per game. You can feel that they're special, they are bosses after all. Like... I don't need to explain you how stupid it is to like take regular enemy, with that fucking garbage health bar. Put the music to the encounter, put his health bar at the bottom, and give him a fucking name. And call it as a fucking boss fight. That's not a fucking boss fight, like, if you know what I just describing is a boss fight, then what I'm doing right now is fighting the boss. Literally. I'm not fighting with bosses now, I'm fighting with generic enemies, and the same thing you do in Elden Ring, calling it a good design. It's not a good design, it blows balls. Elden Ring has a purest identity crisis, bro. It does. Elden Ring have nothing to fucking go for. It's just trying to rip off, you know, the idea from other games like the crafting and the fucking poorly implemented open world. It doesn't do anything unique because everything in Elden Ring you already seen in other games that did it better. And I still say what I say, the Ragnarok should win Game of the Year, not that cringe shit. The only reason why Ragnarok didn't win the Game of the Year, the only reason it didn't win the Game of the Year is just because it wasn't on PC, and Elden Ring was. It wasn't because of the quality, no, it was because of the fucking, you know, it didn't sold as well. Because it couldn't. But now it is on PC, so if they would fucking did this competition again, the fucking score would be different at the end. Guarantee. Especially because now DLC, you know, for both games are out, and I would say the DLC for Ragnarok is way better than the fucking Shadow of Earth.
Like we used to. Who is it?
We can really say it's a bad game compared to Elden Ring, but like what game? Ragnarok? Or like Wu Chang? Because I don't know which game you meant. I'm not saying Ragnarok is a bad game, I'm saying it is a superior game to Elden Ring. It is superior in every way. Because at least story doesn't fucking forcing you to watch the fucking video on YouTube for you to understand it. So yeah, if the game failing to say it's story, then the story is ass. Yes, I know you didn't play it, so take me at my word when I said it's ass, you know? It's not just like I'm lying because I love the Wu Chang or I love the Ragnarok. No, I just understand what both of those games are about because story is actually, you know, the easier to interpret it. It's not as cool as the Lies of P story, let's just say it, but at least it's understandable, unlike the Elden Ring story, which no one fucking gets, unless he will watch like the fucking 10 the fucking no lore video on YouTube.
You know what caused the puppet frenzy, don't you? You're their maker, practically their
Yeah. I'll show you the cool trick about Mad Donkey. Yeah. I'll show you the cool trick. Since he always starts, you know, looking at you, just standing still, you can just do something like this. You can backstab him right at the beginning. I learned it a while ago. Because he's so slow, you can just do it, you know, and kinda don't care. Yeah, eat this. But the problem is, it's very hard to get like backstab, like the, you know, yeah, it's very hard to get something on him after that. I'm not gonna even stagger him. Oh, never mind, I did. Yeah, if I would came here with like the 3 healing, this fight would be totally different. 1. And you are dead. Yeah. I mean, it's not a difficult boss, that was just a little bit sloppy. But you get the idea. I would say like he is like really fucking difficult to parry because he has like the fucking 5 different timing of attacks, you know, with like slight little bit of different delay each one. He is just like the fucking White Lady. Him and White Lady are like the 2 NPC that I always struggle to parry because Badass, I don't know.
So about that one.
I would just say he's mad, you know, but I wouldn't say badass. I just hate how you're not even standing, you know, behind some enemy to get a backstab. You're just literally fucking stabbing their shoulders. And that didn't even hit me. What are you talking about, game? But yeah, for instance, those guys, they are easy to backstab. Oh yeah, Geppetto is badass. Why exactly? If he's so badass, you know, then why I'm doing the fucking job for him? If he's such a badass, why he cannot send Neville's puppet to clear the streets instead? Have you ever wondered about that, you know? He literally could help you, you know, by sending nameless puppets to do the job. But I guess, you know, who cares? Let's do not question it. Like, after playing this game, there's a lot of answer, you know, that game never tells. Or like, I should say, there is a lot of question that pretty much game leaving unanswered. Like, how are the Kino end up in Abe if you kill him in DLC? You might think Alchemist took him, but why no one actually bothered to explain that, you know? Or better yet, why, if the entire DLC is about Leia, why you cannot speak about it, you know, with Sophia? Why you cannot tell Eugenie you met the real Alidoro in DLC, which is her brother? Why you cannot tell Venini you kill Alidoro in DLC? There could be like much more interactions, you know, that you could do in main game after playing Overture, and they didn't implement none of that. The only interaction between DLC and the main game that you could ever do is just pretty much putting painting on a wall and speaking with Rezora next to this tree.
Give her that baby puppet?
Next boss is annoying, why? I like him. I like him because it's one of the most consistent to parry. That's why I'm not even leveling up. I'm not sure did you notice, but look how much ergo I have. I'm not even have a full health, but I'm not going to level up because next boss is like super easy. 3 healings are all I need. So yeah, I just need some adjustment, like put this. Sure, we might put that. Okay, so maybe we should put this one. And this thing we can unequip. And this, I'm not sure how much this actually helps, but since everything is puppet in the Venini factory, we can go with that. And after that, that's basically it. You always struggle with him, then watch me doing that. I found it insanely funny how this is only one puppet in game that is immune on electricity. I know, he uses electricity against you, but Foucault also uses fire against you, and somehow you can set it up on fire. So I don't know what is up with this guy, but he's weak on acid. But we don't need his weakness. We have a spear. What more do we need? There we go. Bring it, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4. One stagger. Nice. That should give us second phase. Let's see, can I time it? No, too early. I panic on that one, but that's okay. We are still in game. Bring it! Easy. I try to dodge away from that. I'm sorry you blocked me, sir. I call it cheating. Yeah, the ending was sloppy because I got stuck between his arm. But you get the idea. It wasn't that bad, like I expected to do much worse. My only problem with this game is how at the beginning you very slowly getting the feeble bars. That's like my only issue with this game. Yeah. My only issue with this game is how slowly you're getting feebles. Because your parry doesn't give you feebles unless you will upgrade it. Like, I think this game would be much better if the certain upgrade you would just get by default. Like, the ability to getting your feebles bar through successful parry you should get by default. Not losing stamina from successful parry you should get by default. Like, I get it, make the upgrade so you will restore durability when you parry. Sure, that sounds overpowered, so that can be upgrade. But why the fuck you have to lose the stamina when you're successfully parrying? You should lose it when you're blocking over parrying, so yeah, this makes no sense to me. And yeah, I saved my dad, cool. I have a 30 levels. Which, after buying like the 2 cards from Pulcinella, I'm gonna have like 10. But that's still okay.
Always, my friend.
Yeah. We don't care.
Remember.
I want this. Scott's Fields, grab that, and then... this one. Perfect guard feeble charge. Like, this should fucking come with the fucking, default. I swear.
Get from City Hall to the
Certain of those ability you should just get, like, you should start the game with. It makes no sense why you have them why you need to unlock them.
That's all I...
Yeah. That's all what you can say for now. What do I need? Health? I don't know what's so hard in this boss for you, but I won't judge you, we all have our issues, let's call it like that. Should go like this. Like, always going for capacity first, since it pretty much determines everything in this game. Literally, no exception. Yeah, thanks. And also, interesting thing, how in chapter 9, chapter 11, I think it is, when the Black Rabbit Brotherhood invades this hotel, they like writing, things on a wall and destroying this portrait, right? They just pretty much making it look scary and all. Well, in the newest version of Lies of P, they completely removed that. Like, this portrait specifically remains as you see it right now. So, yeah, I don't know, was it scary or something, but yeah. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood no longer destroying this portrait during the attack, which is insanely stupid because you can still see this portrait. Destroyed during the cutscene, or not during the cutscene, but during the loading screen. So yeah. I have no idea why they remove it. I also have no idea why they remove it, you know, how the scrapped watchdog was in demo, because he was completely different. So yeah, I also don't understand that. I don't understand many things in this game, man. Like, I would say the first version maybe wasn't perfect, but it was like way fucking better than the version of game I'm playing right now. And I know I could downpatch it, but that will make the DLC bugged, you know? So yeah, with bug fixes, it also comes down watering down experience, you know? Watering down the experience. So now, as we already have a whistle, we can just speak with the child and get the ergo from it. From him, I mean. Cool. Yeah. And look at that, the guy survived with no health. Crazy. And now I just need to use this.
Hey, I know that.
I wish there would be more side quests like this one.
Sophie and Eric.
Yeah. I wish there would be more side quests like this one. Not just use the item to get a garbage consumables, but no. Like, let's say get a weapon or new outfit or something. Have like those little interaction, you know, like they bring the wine to the woman, you know, the vulnerable lady. That is in chapter 6, you have to bring her wine. And upon doing that, you get in coin. And what you can do with this coin, you have to bring it to Venini to get another, yeah, small ergo. Which is like what, 300? Like, the side quests in this game are pretty bland and boring. And once you will do them once, there is sort of no point to ever do them again. And I just realized how much I'm complaining about this. I'm not really complaining. I just think like this game had potential to be much better than it is. Instead nerfing down the difficulty, they could just add more to the game. That's it. They could just add way more to the game, instead just constantly watering down experience, making the game easier. People can fucking make the game easier, you know, for themselves, even without the help of developer. It's why they have Inspector. It's why they're having broken consumables and the stuff like Aegis or the spear I'm using right now. You don't need to be coddled by the developer to have a fucking, you know, easier experience. You truly don't have to, trust me. You don't even need the difficulty levels to have a fucking watered down experience. Let's just return this and let's just go to the Fuko now. People say the gatekeeping is a bad thing, but how it is a bad thing? If you are not penalized for your mistake, then you won't take a lesson from them. It's just that simple. It's not bad to learn from your mistakes. And the people who supporting brain rot are just stupid and doesn't deserve to fucking speak. Sure, you might have your own opinion, but if your opinion is dumb, then world would benefit if you remain silent. That's just it.
The classiest playboy and most brilliant inventor in Krot. Just ask him. Not just puppets. Almost every machine and tram in Krot is supplied from here. You gotta be curious about the guy. What kind of person is he? I wish we could find him. That is, if he's still capable.
You see, if the fucking Lies of P would be right. Okay, I don't know what that was. Explain that to me, please. Explain that to me, please, because I would like to know what was fucking happening. This is another thing they added. This fucking, stuttering every once in a while. This is not my PC. No, this is what happened when you fucking bloating your game with a billion update that no one asked for. Yeah, you have the shit like that. Maybe instead constantly watering down the experience, you should fix your game to not have fucking shitty stuff like this. How I'm clearly backstabbing enemy while being 5 yards from it, and upon doing it, enemy takes no damage and hits me back like it's nothing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I never had this, but I'm glad it's something what might occur. I will keep it in mind for the future gameplays. I might be good at the game, but I cannot be good if the game refuses to, cooperate with me. It's just that simple. Yeah. Or that. That's also good. I like how it just gives all those enemies those invisible walls so they cannot ever fall. But that doesn't apply to me. I can fall during every single animation. Not only attack but also parry. There is never an invisible wall blocking my way. At least in games like Wu-Chang, you have invisible wall when you swing your weapon. So you cannot accidentally fucking, fall and die. Not in this game though. Not in this game though. And sure, it might be the skill issue. Because many game does that, you swing off cliff so you fall and die. But tell me why that shit doesn't apply to enemies. Why enemies are always blocked by invisible wall, if you are not? It makes absolutely no sense. Because it should apply for both, for you and your enemy. Or for neither of you. Welcome on the stream. I already say this is like nothing special, just the regular playthrough. My other friends. Because after playing randomizer, I need to calm down, I don't wanna hate this game and saying it's bad. Because I really like it. So therefore I need to play it. Yeah, I have a Leia skin, that's true. And not just skin, no. I also have a regular arm, instead my prosthesis, and also have a Leia sound effects of injury and charge attack. Although that thing can be only noticeable later on when your humanity level rising. But yeah, I just like Leia's character. She's actually modeled really well. I know there's also mods that allow you to play as Markiona. But Markiona has this shitty outfit with like the scarf that has real clipping issue. So every time when I'm fucking using her skin, my game is fucking insanely jarring to look at. Or my character rather. But yeah, let's just play now Factory. After this, I don't know that I wanna play the chapel with Archbishop. Not because it's particularly long, but it might be another fucking 4-hour stream if I will do it. Especially because it's like the first place where you can rapidly easy die if you are not careful. But hey, my brother, you missed like very interesting conversation between me and my other friend, which is also on this stream. I was just saying like, you missed a very cool backstab that I did on enemy, And that pretty much led me to fucking start speaking about, you know, instead implementing the billion nerfs to water down experience, maybe they should fix the game, you know, because game has potential to be something much greater than it is currently. But instead add the new stuff to the game, and they choose to fucking focusing on watering down the experience of already existing stuff that can give you.
Ugh, this place gives me the creeps. It's like something's gonna
Yeah,
jump out.
I'm getting creeps from looking at the stuttering fucking gameplay. This is also not my PC, this is literally what all the stupid apps they did to the game. Yeah, they will do new game and so what? It's already fucking, you know, common knowledge, they will use AI in it and people hate it. And they will go in for it anyway, because they don't give a shit what people say. Casuals will buy it, you know, because casuals could beat it this game, so obviously the fucking, you know, brain rot will support them. After all, it's for the fucking games are made of in 2026. It's for people who are affected by brain rot with no skills. And by the way, if you think I'm joking, after this stream, I will send you the two video, you know, where I put the comments. No, I won't. Because I know what this game was, you know, The Lies of P1. I know what this game was at release. I didn't finish. I got stuck on the King of the Puppets, but I said it multiple times. I would rather quit because I'm unable to do something than bypass it because the developers could on my ass. I hate that. I would rather rage quit the game because I know there are people on this world better than me than have a watering down experience, you know, knowing some people didn't need it. So yeah, I would rather quit on the King of the Puppet and have a game, you know, at the day one at the release. Because if I would pick the game now, you know, as it was on release, I'm pretty sure I could finish it too. I mean, after that randomizer that I did, you have any doubts? When I was fucking fighting with enemies that were pretty much unkillable? Yeah. Don't doubt me anymore. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. I know how to play this. Just watch me. Besides, the Wizard of Oz doesn't actually, you know, it's not that fucking content that is really fucking, you know, really cool for me to bother. I think the show was pretty mediocre in TV, so yeah, I never was fucking, really into any game about the movie or book. I mean, that's true, but there is no way it's gonna be like this, you know? No. Probably just, it will, I will tell you what it's gonna be. It's gonna be just another average RPG. Open world with bunch of reused content generated by AI. Already calling it. You don't believe me? Just wait. Overpriced, over cringe with fucking overhyped, you know. I mean, you might not buy it, but just wait for it, you know. Look how well Elden Cringe did, you know, despite being open world of reused content. They're gonna go with the same thing, you know, because it's the easiest way to do. Make a barren map and then refill it with like 1 or 2 same assets everywhere. And if people will start complaining it feels too repetitive, just fucking reskin already existing asset. Call them brand new. That's it, like, guarantee that's what they do. Like, at this point I'm more excited to see the Wuchang Fallen Feather sequel than the fucking Lies of P sequel. Because at least in Wuchang they didn't water it down experience to the point where the fucking child with brain rot can beat it. Like, even I struggling. Sure, they make the game easier by speeding up the healing animation, but I wouldn't say like you can just blaze through the game without blinking, you know, and you will beat it. No, even I'm struggling against some bosses, like Empress of the Night. It has a big and confusing map. I'm not saying no, but those maps are not filled with the same fucking, regular enemies cosplaying as bosses like Elden Ring is. They not have the same looking dungeon, every 5 steps. At least map look different. Each chapter is different, the first one is forest and caves and palace. Then you go into snow area, and it looks totally different. Then you go into area that happens in autumn, so it's like red and yellow. And the swamp, which is probably the best swamp I've seen in Souls-like, because it's not about poison, for once. And yeah, maps might be big, but the only one that really dislike is the final one. Every other one is either really cool or it's really just okay, It's just the bow capital that is so shit. Because there is an entire upper section which leads only to collectibles, And you're supposed to start by taking 180 turn and going down to the cave. I mean, you saw it on my stream. I think like it's insanely stupid how the entire fucking half-hour area, half-hour long area exists only to drop the bunch of consumables here and there. Like, Demon of Obsession is not even, when that fucking upper area is. It's literally, right after cave. So yeah. If you already collected everything, there is no point to explore the upper part of this entire area, and you can finish everything under 10 minutes, basically. I was just stuck 2 hours trying to find a way like a dumbass. Because I suck at the game, but no, you can be judge of that. We currently doing this, I might return to streaming Wu-Chang from time to time. I feel like I grow, like I'm getting better at the game, the more I'm playing it. Like I told you, I started utilizing the new mechanic. It's not really new mechanic, I just started utilizing it well, to see potential in it, how I can improve, myself. And basically once I started using that mechanic, I no longer need to heal almost anywhere. So the part where I was calling the game fucking cheap, how you had to progress through 10 minutes of area between the shrine with just 3 healing, and I was running out almost immediately and I didn't know what they want you to do. Now I know, they just want you to use that mechanic, to extend your lifetime basically. And I can't believe I got corruption from that. So yeah, this is your opportunity to say it was a skill issue and me being bad at game. I mean, I admit it, So you don't even have to say it, I must say it for you. Like, I was bad at Wu-Chang when I was first streaming that. That's why I kinda wanna resume streaming that game, because now I feel like I will do way better. Who knows? My opinion changed about the Hogland, so maybe eventually my opinion will change about Empress of Knights too. But for now, I'm still calling it the worst boss in game. Simple. Oh, cool. Now I was almost 100% sure I'm gonna get hit by that. Or maybe it's not even the worst boss in game, but I just hate the bosses that wasting your time. This reason is... What? This reason is... Let me read what you said. This reason is why I prefer not to say unless I have so... Ah, so you pretty much like don't want to describe your opinion unless you have 100% sure understanding what the boss is about. But I mean, like, the boss itself is not difficult. It's just the fact it's up to her wherever you can fucking punish her if you're playing with the melee build. Because number one, she doesn't have a melee weapon, so any build that goes for parry is just invalid. And number two, because her spell up close just one-shots you, stay attacking more than once, even by accident, are just instant death. So yeah, you must say it's skill issue because you accidentally attack her once or twice, but that is not their fucking no. You shouldn't die in single hit, you know? You shouldn't. And especially I don't understand if she can deflect your attack, which is the sword slash, using her bare legs. Then why you cannot deflect her kicks using the fucking sword guard? Why? Explain that, you know, riddle me this. If that bitch can deflect your attack using her heels, then why you cannot deflect her kicks using your sword? Explain me where is the logic behind that. There is not much understanding the boss that just does 4 spells and nothing else. There is just a lot of waiting games which I hate, and lots of one-shot if you mess up, you know, that's it. Most of the time when you fail in Empress of the Night is just because, you know, you die in single hit. Plus there is of course fact when she goes into that stupid fox form and you dodging her dashes, that shit still builds up the frostbite even if she doesn't even hitting you. That is also another thing that I fucking hate. It's when you bosses getting fucking, you know, the status effect on you even if you're dodging its attack. I'm okay if I'm getting punished, you know, for taking damage, but that bitch doesn't even hitting me, while I'm getting frost out of nowhere. And it's especially annoying because frostbite in Wuchang halves your max stamina. So yeah, if it would be just fucking, you know, casual thing like they take more damage temporarily like in Elden Ring, I would be perfectly fine since the boss already has the fucking, you know, easy one-shot on the attack. I would be perfectly fine if it would just fucking, you know, boost her damage, you know, that way at least I would be sure, you know, I have to play perfectly. But she literally fucking decreases my max stamina whenever she feels like it, even if I'm perfectly dodging her attacks. So yeah, that's why it is a shit boss. Because no other boss in game does something like that. You might fucking play it, you know, to understand how annoying it is, but I'm literally describing everything what I like. Not in just in this boss fight, but in general. I hate bosses that wasting your time, and I hate bosses that just getting free punishment on your ass, even if you're doing nothing wrong and you're perfectly dodging their attacks. It's just like God itself decide you not playing, you know. It would be fucking too fun if you would, you know, avoid being penalized. No, you have to receive the same punishment as you would take damage clean, you know. That's what I hate. It's not even the boss itself. I would say boss itself is fine. It's just a bunch of shitty mechanic they implemented to make it as infuriating as possible. I hope you understand it. Okay. I'm dead. Yeah. I'm dead because I got fucking cock block next to the wall. You might say it's my fault. Yeah. You might say it's my fault. Sure. Like, I might admit it. Doesn't make it any less annoying. You might laugh, you know, say it's my fault, whatever. Whatever, remember my weapon bounced off from walls, so there was no way I could swing at the guy, you know, because there was wall directly behind me, so yeah. Lovely. Now I have to hold my ass all the way to pick up that fucking ergo I lost. And that is another thing in this game that I both like and I don't like. I don't know, it doesn't feel like the game punishes you for failure. I mean, the area are insanely short, you know, and the checkpoint are insanely close. So I don't even feel like my ergo are at the risk. Sure, the enemies are coming for me, but like, really, bro? I don't even need to fight with them. I might just, you know, run to it. Yeah, there is this guy coming at you in one frame, and for what? You just backstab him and he's dead. So it's not like I lost anything. Sure, I might just die here. Might just die here to those little 6 fellows, but the overall idea is the same. Like, I don't feel like I have much, you know, on the line to lose at all. Much to lose at all, and yep, just as expected. Sure, now equip this. It's just as expected. Come on, bro, laugh from it. I mean, what else you can do? Just laugh from my failure. It's what I'm doing, you know, from like all the time. I'm laughing when other people failing. I swear, if that wall wouldn't be there, you know, if I would just get smashed here when I'm standing, when I would have like clear space behind me, I would just dodge and heal. The guy just cockblocked me, so there was nothing I could have done. So yeah, there is that. One by one, please. So yeah, let's just try again, and hopefully this time we won't embarrassing ourselves. Where are even my ergo? They are over there. Fucking sick. That means I also have to fight with those two, amigo. Sure. Yeah, give me... my like 3k. Like, I just before time it wrong. If I would just time this, you know, this counter better, that would be perfect. But yeah, I fuck it up. So yeah, that was purely on me. Sure. And that's it. You see, the mistakes in this game doesn't make you sad. It just makes you disappointed. Oh no, mistakes in this game doesn't make you mad. They just make you upset and disappointed. That's it. I'm now disappointed at myself because I had a chance, you know, for this stream to be another no death stream, you know. But of course, something has to go wrong. I mean, it was like 30 seconds, you know, lost that I quickly got back without even losing any ergo. But still, the shame remains, you know. Please don't laugh at me or I will feel upset. Pretty please. Like, this is supposed to be the chill stream. Now I'm no longer chill, I'm just upset right now. That's it.
All puppets must die. Kill the puppets.
Yeah.
I wish I'd known. Surviving was a hell of a
Of course, but that wasn't my fault, man. Look how much health I lost because game just decided to do some trolling and my character missed completely. How you can blame me for that? I perfectly parry, I went for punish, and my character said no.
I wish I had run away.
Like, that is just bullshit in purest form. I'm sorry. You wanna punish me? Punish me for fucking failure, not for playing well. Still alive? Really? Jesus. And I know that was just a single hit. I might say, like, don't take it too personally, you know? It's nothing. It's nothing, don't get upset, it was just a single hit, you can heal and move on with your life. Yes, I can. I can just completely ignore it and pretend like it was my fault, yes. But why? Why should I lie to myself? It wasn't my fault, it was just game being cheap.
Oh, fantastic. The pipe fit like a glove. Well,
If player doesn't see how it's
you know?
lying is a human, is it? Yeah, I'm glad to know you can kind of cheer me up. I mean, you could say like skill issue, although it wasn't even skill issue because I literally successfully deflect the guy, and my character decided to hit the desk behind him instead the guy directly. That's why I hate when there are obstacles near me, you know, because I never know what happened. Sometimes I feel like my character is just not interested to fight with enemy. He's interested to hit everything except enemy that trying to kill him. That's it. And there are also times when I'm just getting stuck on the enemy model. Like, tell me why they didn't fix that, you know? Why they cannot focus at improving the game? Why they have to focus on nerfing the game? Nerfing the difficulty doesn't make the people better. The watering down experience doesn't make the people smarter. Like, you have to actually be insanely stupid to think, you know, like, dumbing down the difficulty makes the people pro at game. And devs of these games clearly are. So even if they would make the second game, so what? It will be out for like what? Couple months, and they will start fucking nerfing experience to the point where it will be brain dead. Just like this game is right now. You only dying because some random happened, like you being stuck on a wall or something like that. You know? You're not dying because you messing up or something, no, it's just game doing some random shit like making you stuck. I shouldn't go for parry, you know, because the guy implementing shock on me, so shouldn't go for parry. Oh yeah, do that. Please. Shit. So, because I have this amazing shock, now my stamina from slow regeneration, yeah, is even slower. Lovely. Can I just time it, by the way? Yeah, I can. And that is your end. So yeah, I literally said I saw the TikTok clip where how someone used the feeble art, you know, this counter attack. I saw it how someone used it rapidly to kill Arlecchino second phase during his opening attack. I have no idea how he did it, but he was managed to kill the Arlecchino solo, you know, without Leia, when he was doing his opening attack. So yeah. That is like what, 10 seconds to kill the fucking boss? And while boss is in attack animation? That was fucking insane, like the guy is insanely good at Lies of P. No doubts.
We have to stop them.
I understand this spear being insanely fucking broken, and I don't doubt it is, you know. Even without watching that video, I was pretty sure, but seeing it happen was just fucking no complete mind blow. Can you fucking go for me? Yeah, come here. We have a time limit before the fucking goon squad will come and ruin my day. Sure. Shit. There we go. Now this will give me time to fix my weapon. And how crazy how the guy who throws the bomb came all the way over here. Amazing. Yes. From all the way he fucking went over here. And for what? To throw his fucking stupid troubles at the wall. Absolutely marvelous. So how long is the stream, by the way? Someone can tell me?
Yourself together. You have a duty to the city.
You have a duty to the city. Yeah. Now watch me falling and dying here. That seems to be common with me. When I'm just doing well, suddenly something has to go wrong. So, yeah, just watch me falling and dying to, yeah, this acid thing, you know, at the bottom, whatever that is. Just watch it, man. Watch it happen right now. No. But don't worry, there's always way back. So, yeah, the game will get a second chance. So we're gonna be fighting Fuko, so I should switch this. Now go. Like, for some reason I can never jump over there, like, from here. I can jump, you know, there once, fine, but yeah. Literally what I said. I either fall to my death or I will just jump off like that. I don't know what is up with me. I guess I should be happy because I didn't die, but... I mean, fuck it. 3 healing, here we go with the boss fights. I know I have a 6 levels, but I can't be bothered. I mean, we're playing the regular game, so how bad this can be? It's a fucking Fuko. What do you expect? Yeah. At least we can skip the cutscene finally. I've been missing that. So yeah, I finished my last stream on killing this guy, and now I would say he has pretty much the same amount of health as in that fucking stream. Maybe he will deal a little bit less damage to me, but I think his health is approximately the same. Do your triple thing. Perfect. And that should give us second phase. It does. I wanted to dodge away from you. Cool. Too early. Let's see, I'm playing this sloppy. Cannot even blame the boss. It's literally me. Okay, that wasn't me. I expected you will fall after that. Yeah, that's what I expected. My turn. Okay. That was sold me completely. Oh, that was really sloppy fight. Really fucking sloppy. Like, I'm not even mad, you know. If I would die, I wouldn't be even mad, you know, to that. Because I knew it would be purely my fault. Like, I wouldn't even try to argue with that, no, I would just say like, yes, that was just purely my fault for playing it as sloppy as I could. But that fucking, you know, that second death and that fucking hit during the survival, no, that wasn't my fault at all. I did nothing wrong. Okay, maybe, you know, to get that death, I did the thing wrong. I just mistimed it.
I remember someone on the second floor.
But that doesn't change the fact, you know, like after that there was nothing I could have done to recover because the guy got me cock blocked, you know, on the wall. I tried to back off and that didn't work. So yeah. That was partially my fault, but surely it wasn't my fault where I took damage by the attack that I successfully deflected and went for counter hit. Which my character decided to waste, you know, hitting the obstacles behind the guy. And I said after Fuku I will finish this, but I might just finish it once I will get to Cathedral. I don't know. No one answered me how long is this stream, so... Thank you, friends. You are always the best, you know. I can for sure count for you, you know, in every situation where I have every problem in my life. I don't know how many times I have to say it, you know, but yeah, you are always the best friend and you always know how to help me. You always replying on a subject when you're receiving the certain question, even the simplest one, such as what time is it, you know, how long something is. Yeah, you are always forever a friend. Really appreciating that. Fresh, bro, fresh. That's exactly how I feel, you know, even my friend fucking, you know, stabbing me in the back when I asking the simple question. Next time you will make a joke, you know, it's common, you know, for friends to disappoint other people. Just like you said, the lying is human. Yeah, and disappointment is the fucking, you know, the thing that comes from having a friends, apparently. Or at least for me, because when I asking the simple questions such as how long I've been streaming, I cannot even get a single reply. Amazing. If this is support I'm getting, I'm afraid, you know, what if my life would actually depend from one of you. Truly. Like, if there would be emergency and my life would depend from one of you, I might as well, you know, like, instead count on you, I might just make a fucking prayer. The God will fucking take me. That's it. That's my opinion about you. Should I make that joke about even my dog doesn't want to speak with me, you know? Even my friends disappointing me almost every step. It's probably because you both playing Elden Ring, you know? I blame that shit, you know, for that too. Just because you playing and like that shit, you know, it's corrupting your brain, you know? And with each day you're getting less and less useful to me. Yes, I know sounds insanely rude, but can't help but laugh. If you're ignoring the simple question I'm asking politely, then for sure you will also ignore insult I'm giving you. I bet. It's just common sense, man. It's just common sense. If someone politely asking you something and you don't care about it, then for sure you don't care about anything other, you know, he will say. Whether polite or harsh.
Bodies. Could they be
You
from
see,
Blue
it was
Town?
possible. It only get little bit agitation. Thank you. So I can count on you, you know, after all. That remind me that scene from that parody, you know, that I was watching, you know. How there was a scene about guy was dying, you know, and he, you know, sent the message to life alert, and yeah, the ambulance came for him, you know, like the 2 days ago, you know, to pick up his body, basically. That's exactly equivalent of what's happening, you know, when I ask this question. If you would be my life alert, you know, and I would need that help would arrive when I would be already dead. Guarantee. So trying to think that I got everything. I mean, I don't have a grinder, but I always going for grinder after I got the bonfire after, or not bonfire, but stargazer, after this long annoying Jemmy speech in railway. So yeah, because now I have a gesture from defeating survival, now I can lie to atonement. I'm gonna hit this barrel if this... yeah, I was 100% sure I would do that. I wanted to say like I'm gonna hit this barrel if this butterfly won't move, but if I would wait for it then he would disappear. So yeah, I'll gladly take that hit damage and will waste one of my healing. I will just gladly take it with smile and I'm not gonna even talk shit about it, you know? If that would be Elden Ring, I would just call the game fucking cringe and stupid, but no, not this game. I probably could do it better, you know? Like I could approach him from other side, so yeah. It was probably my fault for wrong approach. Like I blame myself probably for half stuff that is not even my fault, but I can see, even if it's not my fault, like I could approach it, you know, the other way to avoid it. So yeah, it's like partially my fault still, you know. I should pick the safest way. Like the safest way would be to using the Legion arrow, which allow me to kill the guy over there. Yeah, the guy that throwing this shit at me now. Because if I will approach him, then I'm gonna be shit on by the guy behind him. Or maybe no. No, I wasn't, but there was opportunity for me for this to happen, you know. So yeah, I'm playing this sloppy as hell, but partially because it's really late. But you know, I might just go up to the Archbishop and then finish the game there. Depend how bad I'm gonna be playing the chapter in Cathedral. If I will die plenty, then yeah, we might pause, you know, before killing him. But if we will like blaze through the area and we won't die, I think we can also do it this stream. It shouldn't take more than, you know, the 3 hours. In fact, like the 2 hours and a half is what I'm aiming with this one. And the next one is gonna be probably from Elden Ring. I can't believe I say it, but you've been waiting for it.
Do you want to go?
Guarantee.
Are you?
Of course.
Interesting. I haven't.
You've been waiting for me to play that crit shit. In fact, what I even have to do in Elden Ring? Oh yeah, I have to fight with the Fire Giant, I remember. I have to fight with Fire Giant, and then I can go for Malekith and the Placidusax.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Pilgrim's Cable Railway. Now, those of you who joined us in Moonlight...
Don't blame me for it, man. Please don't blame me for it. I should also download the mod. Yeah, you will learn the fight from me. I mean, realistically, did you learn to fight with Astel because of my stream? Or did you learn to fight with Malenia or Mog because of my stream? Or Commander Nail? I doubt you learn any of that. Like, did you learn to fight with Valiant Gargoyles, you know, based on my stream? No, you didn't. You didn't because you believe there is a strategy other than just luck whenever they will decide to attack you at once. So I doubt you will learn anything, but since I got this far and I already killed the most annoying shit in the main game like Malenia and fucking no other guys. Yeah, part of this you will learn from this, but that still, you know, leaves the question open, you know, about Malenia. You didn't see Malenia in Night Train, although it is quite fucking surprising for me they didn't implement her because, you know, you have a Scarlet Rot swamp in that game, so I don't know why Malenia is not a boss in that swamp. Realistically. When I entered this swamp first time, I was for sure, you know, for sure I thought I'm gonna find her. But no. No, Malenia is just not the fucking Night Train boss, which makes absolutely no sense, because, you know, she's powerful enough to be one. Her attacks literally cover the entire arena and killing anything that's approaching her, so it's not like she has no capacity to deal with the 3 people at once waiting on her, especially if she heals from fucking, you know, dealing damage, so I have no idea why they didn't implement her again. She doesn't even need different movesets, you know, to work with that game. But if you make that statement, like you learned from my stream, then tell me what exactly you learned, you know, watching the series of my stream thus far. Please, like, tell me at least one thing that you learn, you know, like the one boss that you learn to fight based on watching me. Yeah, think. I will resort from giving an answer because you probably can figure out what this answer will be, so I will leave this question open. Take your time. Take your time, we have a fucking time, you know, for the rest of this chapter for you to answer. So yeah, that's plenty time left. And I'm shocked how this chapter doesn't fucking stutter unlike the...
What is happening?
Nah, you must say something, you know, just give me like one example that you will learn something. That's my question for you. Simple example. Like, tell me situation, tell me the attack, tell me the fucking, you know, the situation that you can call and say like, yes, I learned this from you. Scalar Taonia you can spam. I mean, how exactly? I didn't use Scarlet Aonia's spell, so I'm not sure what you meant by that. The only time when we saw it happen is when Malenia uses it, so... It said it wasn't even a spam. Unless you're talking... Oh yeah, the Blasphemous Blades. I mean, you can... Like, did you really need to watch my stream to pretty much see you can just hit her with anything because she's just chilling inside that flower? You can literally use the Comet Azure at her, you can just use Glintstone's Ice Crack to make her affected by Frost. You can literally just toss everything at her and she won't even reply for like 5 seconds.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, I don't think, you know, as this is something what you particularly learned from me. But I guess cool, you're welcome.
Cathedral. You can find me there if you need to.
But if that is like all example that you can give, you know, for like literally over 20 hours of streaming, then I don't know what to say. I expected something else, like for example you could say, I learned certain bosses can be easy no hit if you die plenty times, you know, until RNG will be on your side. This is what you could say you learned from watching me. Because I give fucking several evidence about this, you know. During the Valiant Gargoyles fight, during the Astel fight. This is like stuff that you say you learned from me, because I proven you can do it, and this is how it works. Less skillful it is, it's true, but the fact it is in game and that's how it works still stand. Sure, it might not be the only way, but it's the easiest way, so... I never seen this guy actually fall on his back like this. That was new. I seriously never see him, you know, tripping like that. That was funny. Well, we will manage yet to the cathedral, but yeah, I doubt you will learn anything from the Fire Giant fight, cause that fight is pretty much one of the worst fights in game. I said it often, but that one truly blows. The camera in this fight is so good, I might just close my eyes during that entire fight. No joke, just wait for it, man. You will be in 7 heaven while I'm gonna be fucking, while I'm gonna be breaking my mouse, you know, trying to move the camera to see some shit, and we back to stuttering. Crazy. I love how certain chapter stutters and other doesn't. Like, before we were outside and it was perfectly fine, and now we are inside and it stutters again. I don't know why. What's the consistency whenever this game stutters or no? Somebody tell me that and I just realized I should switch this. You see, that's a skill issue. I'm not gonna even fucking lie, that's a pure skill issue. Yeah. And I'm starting to think I should upgrade this spear, because I have a material for it, you know, and it would deal with the Scarcas monsters way faster if I would just do it. But you know what they say? Don't think about things you can do. Think about things you already did, you know, to boost your confidence if you have doubts. That's my motto. Like, you might look at my level and say, like, why this guy didn't spend it, you know, if he can level up 3 times or buy, like, the cords from the guy or something. And I will tell you simple, because people who spending the fucking ergo or souls in panic, they just expecting to die, you know, very quickly and lost them all. I'm just playing with mindset of not dying and losing the currency I have. So that's why I'm kind of confident, you know, to not spend it right away. Sure, it might sound dumb, you know, like an excuse, But I assure you I completely didn't forget about that. No, it's all part of the plan. It wasn't me being dumb at all. No, it's all part of the plan. Do I have a termite bombs? Do I have it? Because if I have it, then this area will be a breeze. Yeah, I have a 3. So basically, all what I have to do is just toss one in the guy over there and toss one in the guy over here. I mean, the guy here is like lesser than issue than the guy over there. Nah. Just because he gives you a lot of time. But that doesn't change the fact you have an issue, you know, getting behind the guy. Don't worry, you got this. Yeah. And this guy? Just chase your way. That's it. Just wait a bit, and he will die. So yeah, in randomizer I couldn't do it because that guy was completely replaced by someone who, yeah, by that guy from DLC, remember that? So it's nice to fucking, you know, follow the strategy for once that works every single time. That's what I've been missing, you know? All my strategies I just had to throw through the window because none of them worked. And no wonder why I never fucking finished the Lies of P randomizer. Like, I cannot care less about softlock, you know? Softlock were charming, you know? I couldn't care less about that. But what I couldn't stand is how every enemy was pretty much invincible for me. Because they were dealing so much damage, I just couldn't combat anyone. Simple as that. And yeah, I know charge attack is a mistake. I was on me. I'm just curious how you would do, you know, at my place. You seems like overall in general way better than me. So I'm curious how you would actually, you know, deal with the situations like this. Now obviously because that was randomizer, even if you would play it, you would get a fucking different... Yeah. You would kill yourself, why? You are better in this game than I am. Okay, maybe not exactly, you know, but you get the idea. You're just taking this shit seriously to see the strategy when I often failing to see one, you know? Or maybe you just... I don't know. You just like to take in the hard way, pretending there is always strategy for no hit, and refusing to believe. Sometimes strategy is just being lucky. Maybe you're just refusing to believe that. But the point I'm trying to make is like, when you would play like something hard, that is like, you know, like that Sekiro mod that I streamed for you, with that Ishin that I rage quit, you would kill the Genichiro enema way faster than me, I guarantee. Because I believe if you're taking something seriously, then you're just not giving up until you will do it. I killed Genichiro enema, so it was perfectly possible, and I guarantee you would do the same, but just more efficient, you know? You would probably find the strategy when I couldn't, you know? You would recognize the attack easier that I just couldn't. And yeah. Who knows, maybe you would even beat that Ishin that for me felt insanely dumb. So yeah, I think like you really have like low faith in your own ability. Your ability are like way higher than mine, or skills, whatever. I'm someone good who play like bunch of mods, you know, and mostly, you know, prefer spend their own knowledge and skills, you know, into modded stuff. Like, there is very few games that I play unmodded if I have a chance, you know. Of course, that game doesn't support mods, but then most of the game that I play a long time, I have the modded completely. Like, even this, you know, even if it's technically totally the original game, you can see I'm playing it as modded as possible. Just to have some fresh experience. That's the benefit of having PC over console, you know? You can mod your game and have a fucking totally unique experience. Not always it's totally shit. It's just totally shit when the fucking developer updating the game, you know? That's when the fucking, you know, modding is total garbage. Because if they wouldn't fucking, you know, implement the billion updates to the game, nerfing difficulty, then that fucking randomizer would be perfectly balanced. Yeah, you are not the biggest mod fan. I get it, I understand that perfectly, man. I'm not saying like you have to be, you know, like me, you know, the hardcore mod fan. Because I admit, like, that randomizer I played, that wasn't fun. I mean, the bosses were perfectly okay as long as they were working properly, but all other stuff, no. The unbeatable enemies, the soft lock, the... Granted, we didn't encounter any crashes, but so what? Like, the 3 streams are all, we got a fucking no soft lock. And you know what's the funny thing? We could get another soft lock if you would get the DLC Green Monster. Because remember, Green Monster is the only one boss that doesn't die. He's just escaping. So after, you know, his escape animation, you would be stuck in a boss fight. The boss fight would not finish. So yeah, getting Arlecchino phase 2 or this guy will softlock your game at anywhere. So basically, yeah, you can add it to the list of broken stuff. Basically, that's the sad thing. And I'm pretty sure if the mod would be continue, you know, eventually creator would find the fucking way to fix it all. Because he said, like, the last update, you know, like the last status update about his work, he said, like, he's tried to fix the cutscene with Champion Victor, but without prevailing. So yeah, he's still working on it. Those are his last words before his account were closed. So I believe he could fix all that, you know. He just pretty much like decide to discontinue his work, and it's perfectly fine. I mean, like, it's a free project. You don't have to play it if you don't want to. But it was nice adding to another randomizer to list of finishing runs. So the only randomizer that I didn't finish is the Dark Souls 1. I didn't finish Dark Souls 1 randomizer because that shit is just cringe and dumb. It's insanely clunky and just not fun, man. Not fun at the slightest. The randomizer itself is not even that bad. It is just mixed with the really annoying fucking mechanic from main game, like the invisible floor or completely pitch black dark the fucking Tomb of the Giant. Because in main game, sure, you can get an item to light up the area, but you might miss those items in randomizer completely. And then you have to travel through the fucking area in the pitch darkness with completely replaced enemies that can often, you know, be replaced by mages that will snipe you from afar. That was exactly the reason why I rage quit. I killed the Bed of Chaos, which was replaced by Orstein. I killed the Skelless, which was replaced by Nito. I killed the Four King, which were replaced by... I don't even remember by what. Taurus Demon? Capra Demon? Some demon, I don't remember like what exactly, but like some demon replacing them. But I couldn't kill the last lord, because I couldn't simply progress through the fucking area in pitch darkness full of mages, because I couldn't find the lantern anywhere. So yeah, The Dark Souls 1 is pretty much like even worse than Lies of P. Because Lies of P is just unfinished mod, you know? That's why it's broken. Well, Dark Souls 1 is just stupid because the game is full of the cringe and dumb mechanic just to make the game artificially fucking difficult. Like, you won't tell me the making area completely, you know, pitch black without any textures is a good game design. You can make a fucking dark area without making it look like it is just untextured bullshit. The same as you can make the fucking, you know, crystal cave without invisible floor. I don't think it would harm the game experience, you know? Highly doubt it. In fact, I think 99% people, except some cringe fanboys, would prefer it to have that way. Because that way they can avoid cheap devs by falling off, you know? But I let you be judge of that. You played Dark Souls, so you might just defend it saying it's all a skill issue. Yes. Not being able to get the item that is required to progress through the area is definitely a skill issue, man. Just like being soft lock on a boss, you know? That's also the skill issue. Having a boss that's fucking, you know, is guaranteeing soft lock, yeah, that's also player fault and a skill issue. Clearly players should be better, you know, and then it wouldn't be happening. Can you just do the other attack? There we go, thanks. Eat this. There we go. Like the Lies of P randomizer reminded me the Dark Souls 2 randomizer before it was removed from Nexus.
Damn it. I can't find the
I mean, the newest version of Dark Souls 2, I think Shuffler, I think it is called. It's basically enemy and item randomizer again, but fix it, you know? Like now it works just like Lies of P. Instead fucking shuffle enemy every time using bonfire, it just shuffles enemy once per session, you know, before you launch the game.
Sure, I don't know.
So yeah, it works like Lies of P, but better because it's compatible fully with Dark Souls basically.
Vanini work. But I have a lot of
But there is an issue with like the old randomizer before they took it off. I played that shit and that was also full of the soft lock. The prompt, you know, to pull out the lever to open the door often didn't work, you know. I literally had to use the cheat engine to unlock all bonfire and teleport myself, you know, to the bonfire behind the door that didn't want it to open because game didn't give me a prompt to do it. It was fucking marvelous, I promise you. Absolutely marvelous experience. 10 out of 10. And with this we can do even more broken damage now. Sick. So yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily the Lies of P randomizer was better than the Dark Souls 2 randomizer. But at least I didn't have to use cheat engine to finish it, you know? So I guess that's superior version, but you know. The thing is, Dark Souls 2 randomizer, the old version, wasn't discontinued, you know? It wasn't like it was just unfinished mod, you know, abandoned by the fucking guy. No, he finished the mod, you know, he looked at it, he said like, yeah, it's perfectly fine. Who cares, every time game replacing someone by the fucking giant, your game will crash automatically because the fucking size of the enemy might not scale with the fucking size of the room he's placed on. So your game will crash if something will fucking will not fucking work. Yeah, but the guy looked at it and he said like, no, this is perfectly fine. And after receiving some backlash, he removed the mod, you know, because people were fed up of that. It wasn't just fucking difficulty of game or the fucking difficulty of randomizer or bosses that were replaced that were issued. No, it's just constant game crashes. Because whatever fucking, you know, you got could easily crash your game. Because the Dark Souls 2, all Dark Souls have the highest variety of enemies. Highest variety of big enemies too. So any big enemy placed in very small corridor will instantly crash your game. I didn't encounter it much, but yeah, I had it couple times. But I can see how this being an issue every time. I can see how this being an issue when enemies are reshuffled every time using bonfire. And I bet you can see how this is an issue too. Oh, so I'm gonna like solve the first riddle from the vessel. I'm gonna give this NPC the holy mark. And I'm gonna buy all cores that I usually buying. And yeah, we're gonna finish the stream after killing Archbishop basically. Or maybe Archbishop and Atonement, since I will probably forget to kill him after that. If I will resume, you know, in the next stream, so yeah. We'll kill Archbishop and we're gonna kill Atonement and then we're gonna wrap this stream up. Should be average, you know, time between 2 and 3 hours. If you are curious, like the coolest randomizer I play was for Sifu. Sifu randomizer was amazing. Way better than the fucking, you know, official randomizer that this lazy bum did. Literally, I hate the arena update. I fucking hate it. The new 5 outfits they added, those are literally just the default outfit but reskinned. Or recolored, I should say. Like, it's the lamest fucking idea for the new outfit as they could fucking they could make. Just fucking make the default outfit but just recolor it 5 times. And call it like the free 5 new skins, you know, to your wardrobe. Like, OMG, so excited. On Nexus you can find the bigger variety than the fucking devs have in your head. Like, try to defend it, you know, saying what they did fucking is a high effort and shit. But realistically, all those arena they could turn those fucking shitty, you know, 300 arena into actual levels, you know, into actual long, cool level like the club, sanctuary, because you can see those are parts, you know, levels. You could just pretty much like combine all of them, you know, into make like new unique level that's happening like after the game, you know, when you play, let's say, as young, you know. Like you could see like what happened after the game, and they choose not to, you know. They choose fucking, you know, make a fucking billion modifier that no one ever uses, and just fucking, you know, billion challenges that are fucking boring as fuck and annoying as fuck too, because any time challenges is just fucking dumb. I haven't encountered a single fucking person on this entire fucking planet who will say the time challenges are fun to do. They are not. Because it's often up to enemies, you know, whatever they will decide to place themselves and whatever decide to not attack you. Like, for instance, when you play in the shit like Manhunt, sometimes the enemies that you wanna kill doesn't attacking you, so you cannot really build up their fucking, you know, posture. So yeah, you just have to restart and pray for the god, you know, the enemy that you wanna kill gonna be aggro on you first. For the most time. You get the idea. So what we want? We want the guard drain recovery, what else? Lowest stamina, yeah. And we want this to have increased stagger duration, feeble art obviously, and pulse recovery. Yeah, and then we want charge stagger, fatal attack, stagger duration. Just no, we're gonna go with this. Maybe this one. I don't think that actually matter much. Oh fuck it, what else can we get? Yeah, and then we can get like 1 code from solving the first riddle, which will be crucial because that final upgrade we will use to get even more ergo. So let's just speak with Venini.
Ah, if it isn't my...
Yeah, I'm your savior.
I will...
What
I do?
Sure.
May I... What?
I know my...
I want to... Oh, I can. I missed the technique crank for that. Really? I thought I picked it up, but I guess I didn't. I mean, I can still buy technique crank from you, right? Well, that's a small setback, like the 800. You can have it, I don't really care, you know, since this is regular game, so we are good. There we go. Sure, I could level up twice and now can level up once, but that doesn't matter. I don't really think like 1 level will change, you know, my fate or anything. So yeah. I mean, granted, even in randomizer, I didn't feel like my level, you know, mattered. Anything, if at all. When I was playing the Cathedral chapter, I was like 20 level above the requirement, and yeah, everything in Cathedral was kicking my ass like there is no tomorrow. I bet you remember that. That was fucking amazing experience. Definitely would play it again. Or I would, if not the fact, you know, the softlock were so fucking common. And yeah, I can equip 1 more, which is this. Yeah, now we are fucking set up. So yeah, let's just go down. So fun fact, when you are hit on a ladder, you know, in a Wu-Chang, you will automatically drop down on the floor. It's not just like you will lose a little bit of stamina and your character will flinch. No, if you are hit, you know, by anything while being on a ladder, your character will automatically let it go and die. And tell me how you will not like this game. It's literally fucking, you know, top tier. You won't see shit like that in any other game. In other game, you either will fucking take little bit of damage, you will either fucking, you know, get flinch, and maybe lose a little bit of stamina. But no, in Wu-Chang it's just like instant death if something will just casually tap you while you fucking, you know, using ladders. So it's not like enemy even needs to use them. No, they don't need to. They can just toss something at you and you will just fail and die immediately. Give me this. And now for the first time I have a throwables to use. How nice is that? That wasn't in cars last time. What it is now. Yeah, now we can get like the last course on this stream. Give me this. There we go. So yeah, 11 PM. Sick. Now we're gonna kill like the NPC boss and Archbishop and we're gonna finish this stream. It's about time, really. Yeah, I can level up twice. What can I even level up? Oh yeah, I cannot level up from using the Stargazer for some reason.
That is lies. I'll use
That's so stupid, man. Like, they're giving you option to level up everywhere, you know, except from the major Stargazer. I don't fucking understand that. Until the chapter like, what is it, 10? When the Big Brotherhood invading the hotel? Yeah, then you can suddenly fucking use it. And I know, it's supposed to be because the Sophia, you know, and her power. But that doesn't even make sense anymore when you're giving the option to level up from the Stargazer, you know, anywhere around the fucking world. Except the major one. It was fine before, you know, when you could only level up using Sophia, like you can only level up using Firekeeper in Dark Souls 3, but now it just makes no sense and it's just annoying. Perfect guard... no, we want this one. Or I will fucking mess up. Okay, so we got all that we need. Now we just gonna go fight with Archbishop. The last thing that I can do is just fucking adjust my grinder to... yeah. Be fully prepared. And here we go. This is another thing that I'm curious, you know? Like, I'm curious how I would do if that would be just completely like the released version, you know, at the day one. How I would do with my current level of skills. Do you think I would fail, you know, as well as I'm failing, you know, right now in the game? Because remember, Archbishop was fierce, that was nuked down, you know. His health was like so big before. I could barely beat him, you know. Like, this was the boss that I did beat him, that I beat solo. But I had insane difficulty when I first time played. It just took like 3 minutes to whittle down his health. But anyway, let's just do it now. Yes, let's go. Easy. Okay, that wasn't easy, that was just me. I mean, it's not a difficult boss. It's truly not. Like, I'm dealing 1k by just doing charge attack. Or close to it. Well, around 600. You going down, buddy. That did not even hit me, by the way. I would like to make it clear. None of that shit. Yep. Sure. Yes, please. Like I promised you, man, this entire shitty second phase is about fucking standing directly behind him so you can properly fight. Once you're behind him again, it's just fucking piss easy win. Nothing else to it. I'm sorry, but if the hardest part of the fight is just properly standing behind the boss instead avoiding the boss attack, then the boss is us. Because this fight is not difficult, the second phase is just fucking retarded. So yeah, this is why I'm glad they nerfed this shit. So I don't have to fucking do this second phase longer than necessary. You might say it's my fault, yeah. It's definitely my fault when the guy fucking hitting me when he doesn't even having contact with my character. Yeah, it's clearly my fault. Oh really? I have more people in the YouTube chat now. How nice. And I was just about to wrap this stream up, but yeah, I hope everybody having fun time. As much as I'm having. Don't worry, I will make another chill stream tomorrow. Maybe not necessarily from this, but yeah. Sometimes you have to play the game that makes you agitated, and sometimes you have to play the game that makes you calm. And I completely forgot there's a guy throwing firebombs. Just a skill issue. Or not even skill issue, just the memory issue. That's it. Yeah. Can I just do something cool like this? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Normally, if that would be randomizer, I would be concerned. Whatever will replacing the... Whatever will replace Atonement will gonna kick my ass, but no, Atonement is not hard to beat. I'd rather fight with him with Mad Donkey, at least his attacks are slow and easy to parry. Way easier than Mad Donkey attack. Plus at this point we of course have a fire grinder and a way stronger weapon, so this should be super easy too. Come on. Yeah. You can see by her health bar, like you don't even need to actually, you know, fight with her. You can just stand here and block and hit her from time to time and you will win easy anyway. Easy come, easy go. Thanks for coming. This spear is just insanely broken, like I don't understand, instead nerfing bosses they should nerf some of those weapons. Seriously. So yeah, we did that. Sweet. Oh, yeah, I need to speak with Venini now, I remember. See, I said I'm gonna finish, you know, after killing this guy, and I sort of want that, but part of me also wants to keep going. Until I'm gonna get tired. I don't know, can I finish Malum District? Malum District is actually short, you know, so maybe we can also finish that. I mean, sure, let's go, let's try. Let's just try to go for Malum District now. I mean, at least I have a less chance to die, you know, in that area. Compared to the Cathedral, where you can easily die by gravity because something will throw shit at you and kill you instantly. Yeah, at least in Malum Districts that thing cannot happen. So, yeah, God bless. Sure. Yeah. I think it took me like, I don't know, up to the chapter with Romeo before my ergo started whispering in the fucking randomizer. Because I couldn't lie, you know, anywhere basically. I couldn't lie to pretty much Atonement because game didn't give me fucking gesture after killing Survival. So yeah, couldn't lie to him. Then lying to Alidoro didn't improve my humanity enough to proceed to the next level, so there was also that. So yeah, crazy. Crazy how different game is when you play mods. So yeah, let's just blaze through the chapter. Was it 5? Yeah, chapter 5. It's one of the shortest chapter too, so we shouldn't, you know, stuck here long time. I hope. Yeah, since I'm here, I might just level up something, like, what, my health? Yeah, so as good as any. So as good as any. That gave me idea, like... You think the randomizer from Elden Ring would be the good idea? I don't know. I know it would be pretty much like really annoying, you know, through some of those area, you know, would be pretty much like unplayable, I feel, early on, because I tried to record couple videos, not stream, just videos early on, you know. And it wasn't really pleasant. It was like one of the least pleasant randomizer I play. Just because I don't like game in general, you know. So it was fun to see some crazy combination.
Krat was just a small town.
Yeah, but not really my cup of tea.
Before Elysian Boulevard was built, this place literally was all there was of Krat.
Even if it would be brought me like the 500 more views or something, you know, because of the hype. I don't care about the views. I care about fun.
Desperate slums. On the bright side, I guess the whole city of Krat's pretty much like that now. The old town caught up with the new. It's true what they say. A receding tide sinks all boats.
Like, I might do the Dark Souls 2 randomizer together with Sekiro randomizer, because I know both of those work, at least, you know, without softlock. Or at least based on what I seen, you know, around Dark Souls 2, the randomizer works. I don't know to what extent, but like the 4 first hours that I watched, yeah, up to Lost Sinner, no softlock, so I would say, yeah, it's fixed. Same with Sekiro. Unless your game will randomly crash, but you kinda have to expect it from time to time. Nothing really groundbreaking. Oh shit. Cool. So now I'm dealing the damage with this. Now, with Conquering Talisman or Conquering Amulet, yeah, the damage of this feeble art is fucking crazy. But you know, like my friend, since you like FPS so much, I was thinking about streaming like Crysis 3, for example. I mean, you play it, so you know the game is not long, and yeah, it's just 7 missions, but I remember only like 3 of them. I don't remember anything past mission called like Supernova. Yeah. My memories from that game are pretty blunt. I remember like first half of the game, especially like the mission 1 and 2, but the further in game it is, the less I remember. I barely even remember final boss. I know it's a Cephid Alpha, but trust me, I barely remember this other than I didn't like it, even on normal difficulty. But you know, you had to be garbage at some games to be good at other games. You cannot be good at everything. Mm-hmm. Actually, can I use this and kill all of you? Yes, I can. Eat this. You see, in randomized shit like that would never be possible, you know, like killing 3 enemies in technically the single attack. Yeah, you will never see shit like that in randomizer, even in the first area. Like, no matter what weapon you will use, forget you will pull something like that ever. But you can pull it out easy here if you are smart enough. Sure. So you said you killed Margot, no damage, you know? Tell me about it. I mean, I'm playing the game that I like, you know? There is no way you will make me agitation by your hype. Besides, remember, I'm asking for it, so tell me what kind of grand strategy you used to kill Morgoth no damage, because I'm curious. Cause when I caught up with you, you said like it was really annoying because his combo never ends. So tell me what solution you was managed to find against him. Cause I'm curious, you know, you got my attention. Just don't say anything like you suddenly got good, you know, because that's the most cliche way to explaining how you did something well ever. Until people will not come out with something, you know, even more cringe, yeah, saying I just got good is pretty much the most cliche. I want you to tell me what kind of strategy you found against Morgoth, you know, so you kill him no damage. You said his combo never ends, you know. So what, did you waited for the good RNG like me? Or did you admit you was mistaken and they do end? Tell me. I'm curious. There we go, perfect. Die. Get punched in the fucking back. And this time, because it's not randomizer, I can open this door. So you just basically got good, you know, long story short. You see, and just because stuff like this, I feel like you are someone who had high chance, you know, against modded stuff in bosses. So yeah, you decided to parry rapidly. That's another thing, you know, that I'm pretty bad at. Like, there are certain enemies that I'm good at parrying, like the Crucible Knight, but then the major boss, I never go in for parry. The 3 Sentinel and Loretta are exception. But they are only exception because their design is so annoying to fucking spam spells from afar. If Loretta wouldn't be able to use her stupid swords every fucking, you know, 3 seconds, I wouldn't even dream about parrying her. I would just fight with her like I'm fighting with Knight Cavalry and regular 3 Sentinel. But just because you constantly have to fucking back off to not get hit by the fucking dagger or swords or whatever this fucking Carian magic is, yeah, it's just insanely cringe. I'm not even longer complaining, you cannot despawn her horse like she can despawn yours. Even if technically you cannot use the horse in that fight, but you get the idea. I love how the horses of enemies are immortal, but yours, no, yours is just pathetic anorectic goat. And yes, admit, it's annoying. It's annoying, but at least we can agree there is a solution to it.
I test 1, 2, 1, 2. We have a staging update for the intruder.
Like I say, against Morgoth, they just like, I think like intended way was for you to be like over level enough so you wouldn't be even give a shit about any of that. And I never see him doing the red attack, so I didn't parry that. Silly me. There we go. My punch is stronger than yours. What you gonna do about it, bitch? I'm going in.
Now, here's a safety reminder for all the malcontents of the Marlin district.
No, the intended way is to be like fucking no. The intended way is to explore the entire world before him. No, bro. The intended way is to explore the entire world, you know, every nooks and crannies before him. So you would be like level 100 and what? 30 at this point? Pretty much, like maybe even higher if you kill Mog before him, because you can. So yeah, the idea is you're supposed to explore the entire world fighting with constantly the same bosses. And when you are level, you know, 120 or 130 or something around it, then you can just blaze through it. Especially because you have Morgoth Shackles, you know, or Margit Shackles, whatever. It works against him too. So yeah, you can pretty much like bind him with that item twice and pretty much get a easy, you know, cheap hits. So it's just like with Malenia, you can just spam the Blasphemous Blade rapidly. Except you need to use item first, you know. But yeah, you can pretty much instantly fucking proceed to the phase 2 without him even attacking you once. So that's how they want you to do it. Just use Margit Shackles, bro. It's just that simple. Of course he doesn't have a lot of HP. That is just pretty much another excuse to make his combo infinite. Yeah, and I don't have a doubt, you know, just because you have the like low level, the game will be suddenly fucking super difficult for you. Elden Ring is not designed to be difficult game, it is designed to be cringe game. That's it. In fact, it is designed for people who are bad at game, you know? It is complete opposite of everything what other Dark Souls stand for. At least to fucking beat Dark Souls, you need to be good to some extent. You need to learn from your failure to not repeat it. Because if you repeat it, you will be penalized for it. Elden Ring is nothing like that. There is not a single one thing that forcing you to actually learn from your mistakes, and instead they just giving you fucking, you know, billion tools to, you know, bypass the challenges instead fucking overcome them. Because remember, bypassing the shit and overcoming the challenges are not the same thing. Overcoming is when you are good enough to understand what is the issue and finding the solution to solve it. While bypassing it is just pretending it's not an issue at all and just moving, you know, with the flow. So yeah, they don't want you to overcome challenges, they just want to bypass all of them. And the fact people defending this is just so fucking mind-blowing. I don't know what is worse, like what I hate more, the game itself or the community of game. I would say both are pretty bad, you know. I remember when I was recording Elden Ring when it was out, I said like this game, the Elden Ring I mean, this game brought the worst fucking generation of scraps, you know, to the Souls like ever. No other game could bring like that many scraps to the game as Elden Ring did. People saying it is a success because it's selling million copies, you know, but those million copies are fucking, you know, given to people with brain rot. It's not a success, it's literally degradation of fucking, you know, humanity.
This month's protection
Like, I kid you not, I feel like physically ashamed because I'm living, you know, and breathing the same air that those crabs breathing. Literally, if I would be in a fucking same room with one of those, I would feel like the air is putrid by the skill issue. So yeah, I feel actively ashamed I'm living in the same planet as they. I shouldn't probably do that, I should do the other one, but yeah, I should do the other one. Almost died because of it. Crazy. That was totally on me. I knew I'm gonna get shit on the moment I use it, because I'm supposed to use it when his health was low. So at least you see, I have dignity to admit my skill issue. Not always. I can distinguish the skill issue from game just fucking, you know, being bullshit to me. But it's not like I cope all the time pretending it's never my fault. No, I have a balls to admit I'm making mistakes, but I'm learning from them. But majority of people who play fucking Souls like nowadays, no. They don't. Like, I see the fucking streamers every day now. Yeah, I switched the fucking video for the fucking streams. Crazy, right? Probably wouldn't expect that from me, but that's what I did. But point I'm trying to make is there are streamers with quite a lot of audience that's supporting them. And those streamers absolutely have no skills, you know, they play in those hard games. And I mean like, as hard as the game can be, you know, most of the games are easy nowadays, but let's just call this game I'm playing right now or Elden Ring a hard games. You know, they're supposed to be hard. So yeah, they just playing them and they showing they have absolutely no skills. They gloating like, you know, they are good because they can do something first try, even if they're playing with the most cringe and the overpowered build ever. And they're getting offended, you know, and they're banning people when they're pointing that shit out, you know. When you say something like, you are not good, it's just your build that melt everything because it's cringe as hell, they will instantly fucking kick you from the stream. Not because I'm doing it, I know it, you know, but I told you about that stupid kid, you know, who was fucking using Mona Sword in Lies of P. I call it cringe, you know, because it is, like I said, like the damage of that shit is way too high, and he said like, I'm just negative, you know, I'm so elitist, I bring negative energy to the stream and all that crazy shit, you know, and yeah. He said like he don't want me there. Yeah, I don't want him, I don't want him too, you know. Like if you wanna use the fucking cringe and broken shit, at least have a balls to admit it, you know. If you wanna be a complete scraps, at least fucking don't get offended when people calling you scraps, because that's what you deserve. I don't give a shit if offending someone. If someone is a fucking little bitch, then he shouldn't fucking cry when others calling him little bitch. That's the fucking bottom line. If everyone called little bitches a little bitches, the world would be better place because people would take lesson from it and would stop being one. But just because no, instead fucking call people idiots when they're behaving like idiots, they just giving them hugs. You know, the humanity degradation proceeds. Yeah. Candle, of course. Like, I don't care, you know, like most people might not even like what I'm saying. Like, let's say someone join, you know, to watch my stream, just out of curiosity or something, and he hear me saying that, you know, he might immediately say like I'm toxic, you know, all the time, 24 hours, and so what? If being realistic is being toxic, then I don't regret being toxic, you know. Because true is I'm not toxic, I'm just allergic for bullshit disguised as an opinion. That's it. There is nothing wrong with it. In fact, remember, being hateful is also a form of their reaction. And it's always better than being completely silent and ignoring things, you know? Silence is a gold, yes, but also when you are silent and you see someone behaving like an idiot, that means he remain being an idiot, you know? Because you won't point it out. You should point out when someone behaving like a complete idiot so he can stop and improve. And I don't feel bad I'm doing it. And I will continue doing it no matter the cost. And if someone have problem, that's up to him. He doesn't have to be here. I'm not just fucking, you know, like vengeful boys who will fucking get offended and ban people, you know, when they fucking, you know, harass me or anything like that. No. You might watch it, you might not watch it, I cannot care less. I play the game for fun, you know. If people wanna see it, sure. If people don't wanna see it, sure too. Hate all you want. I don't care. In internet we are equal, you know. You might think you have a balls and you are special, but you are not. You are just little no one like I am. And I never was too good fighting with those guys. Especially with camera like this, man. There we go. Die. So yeah, we basically gonna kill the Brotherhood and we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna wrap the stream up. Like, that's a promise now. I'm not gonna say like, oh, we're gonna do this and then maybe we're gonna play something else. No. I'm just saying like this is the last thing you will see. That's a holy promise and I will fucking keep it. So yeah, I hope the stream was good. It was kinda, you know, late. I was kind of tired and I wasn't sure if the streaming is a good idea, but since 2 days I had a visitors, you know, so I couldn't stream or record anything. So yeah, it's a good way to be back on track. So let me just spend those things I have. I mean, pretty much 25 is good for the rest of this run, basically. No point to upgrade further, at least for me. Rest you just going to level up your damage and capacity, and that's it. That's the pretty much like the golden strats that I'm doing, and it works every single time. And if I die, then it's only because I'm either getting fucking cock blocked by someone, you know, or by the game being just fucking random as hell. Yeah. When I take this, fuck it. I mean, technically it would pay off more to buy all of that when you actually have a perk that allow you to get the cheaper prices. But I mean, like what? 2k ergo? Doesn't really make a difference? I think it doesn't. Yeah. There we go. Thanks for coming, pal. Like, for this fight, since I'm gonna use my guard parry, I'm gonna switch it for this one to have a higher stamina. Less damage that way. Yeah, less damage that way, but it's more efficient. And also, fun fact. Did you know this game is such a troll? If you will use the grinder here, and you will proceed into cutscene, it will completely remove your grinder? It's fucking crazy, but I almost did it. So yeah, you have to grind yourself when you are mid-boss fight, because, you know, doing this before cutscene will completely remove it. So here we go. Knock knock. It's legendary stalker Leia, and you are going down, furry boy. Yeah. I could parry this too if, yeah, I would have opportunity. Sure. In fact, you know what? New challenge. Fuck the little brotherhood, we're going for this guy. Yeah. I mean, realistically, why should I even fight with rest of them? Now they're all here. Come on, fellow. One more. Come at me. Thanks for coming. You see, those guys doesn't even need health. Any skillful player can just deal with this guy while the others are alive. And that makes this cutscene, you know, way more logical. I still think this is the best gunfight, you know, across all Souls-like. It's just another evidence this spear is insanely broken, because you cannot do shit like that with any other weapon. Yeah, I'm fucking beast, like, are you proud of me? I kill my guy without hurting other. I mean, that's sort of good, but you admit, like, efficiency is way faster, you know? Because you can just counter easy his charge while other guys are far, you know? Because the guy running at you, so all you have to do is just fucking parry his charge, and then you can counter him for almost 2k damage. And you could probably do even more if you would use acid over fire, you know, since they are weak on acid, but you get the idea.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it looks exactly like you. I mean, you see it, right? With the nose and the... right?
I don't know how much acid actually makes a difference, you know. But yeah, this spear is basically completely broken, and like I said at the beginning of the stream, I have no idea from all weapons they could give you, you know, to start the game with, why they choose the most broken one. Why? Sure, you might say like, oh, but the scraps won't use the fucking, you know, the feeble counter, cause it requires a good timing. Yeah, but once you start using it, you realize the fucking, you know, feeble timing is the same as just regular parry. So you're just pressing different buttons, but the parry frames are the same. The only difference is it does insanely counter damage. Truly. I would even argue and say that this weapon is easier to use than the twin sword. Yes, twin swords can interrupt the enemy combo if you successful parry, but the successful parry with heavy hit of the twin sword takes more skills than the parry with this fucking glaive. Plus, of course, there is also the fact this glaive you literally can fucking, you know, you start in the game with this glaive. While the twin sword you have to fucking, you know, kill the barren monster of swamp. Or barren monster of swamp? No, green monster of swamp. I don't know why I said it.
Hello.
I mean, it's technically barren swamp, you know, so you can say barren monster of swamp. One and the same. You have to kill that boss, you know, to get the sword. While with this weapon you can play all the time. Sure, and I got money and we're gonna speak with Geppetto and it's gonna be it in this stream. So I can already start making my outro. I just remember I have a chords, you know, so I will just spend that. I hope everyone had a wonderful time. It was a pleasure to play this game and not being cheesed. For once.
This, I thank very much.
I mean, I still got cheats from time to time, but it was nowhere near as bad as the randomizer. Like, I didn't really got mad, you know, I just got upset when I was dying. But other than that one time, you know, when my attack missed despite it shouldn't, or that time when I, how would you call it? When I got cockblock next to the wall, yeah, it was fine. For sure. So last one is perfect guard. I mean, we're gonna be fighting with plenty of enemies where this can come in handy. It's literally the best thing we have, I think. Charge stagger, feeble artifact. Yeah, I don't think I have anything better, because this, as good as it sounds, like without upgrade that restores your durability from successful parry, this is ass. Because you can just use it once and that's it. And then charge stagger attack. I mean, like, let's just go with one of those, shall we? Yeah. Go with this one. So yeah, now we just have to speak with Antonia to receive the key. But this is gonna be it. Like, I'm not playing chapter 6. No. I'm gonna play the chapter 6, you know, next time. Not necessarily tomorrow. Like, I'm gonna try to do tomorrow the Elden Ring stream. I'm not sure, you know, at what time. Because I need to be prepared mentally to play that game.
Hurry up, Rose will defeat.
Yeah, but we might do like one Archdated stream and one the chill stream. I might also like play the other games, you know, that I didn't stream. Like, I don't know. No one is excited for me to play Prince of Persia, and I don't understand why. Like, you don't like the franchise, and exactly why. It's literally like, so for some people calling, you know, the difficulty level of Prince of Persia franchise like the early Dark Souls. Before Dark Souls was out, this is what we had, you know, the classic that was like nostalgic, old school difficulty with like insane punishment and a cool combat. And I don't understand why none of my friends like it. Like, what's wrong with you guys? You are just disappointed, you know, you are just disappointing for me. But anyway, on that positive note, thank you everyone for being here, and thank you for everyone for watching this stream. I catch you up next time, you know, not necessarily in this, like I said, maybe in Elden Ring, maybe in some other game, maybe in Wuchang, who knows. But yeah, thank you for seeing this, and I see you next time. Take care and bye bye.